to welcome all of you as we urge in an important and timely discussion about the Conformity Assessment Framework for Cybersecurity of Critical Sector Entities, which has been collaboratively developed by QCI, the Quality Council of India, and NCIIPC, the National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center. Before we dive into specifics, let's visit October 12, 2020. The day when Mumbai, India's economic center, experienced a significant standstill due to a major power outage affecting hospitals, railways, and millions of households. Initially, it appeared to be an ordinary grid failure. However, further investigation revealed a more serious concern, a potential cyber attack aimed at the power infrastructure. Experts believe that the malware has infiltrated the security systems, executing a covert attack. No immediate damage was evident, yet it serves as a stark warning. This event was a critical wake up call for all of us, revealing the vulnerability of our essential infrastructure, power grids, transportation systems, and banking networks to cyber threats both from the within and outside. Moreover, it highlights that this was not an isolated incident. Our digital infrastructure was indeed under threat, rendering traditional firewalls and basic security measures were inefficient. In response, NCIIPC, with the mission to safeguard critical information infrastructure, collaborated with QCI, India's leading standards organization. Their goal was to establish a structured, trustworthy, and nationally recognized framework aimed at ensuring cybersecurity preparedness across essential sectors. Thus, the conformity assessment framework was established. Within this framework, NCIIPC serves as the scheme owner, defining the objectives and principles. Meanwhile, QCI acts as the national accreditation body and scheme manager, tasked with implementing, managing, and maintaining the schemes in coordination with NCIIPC. The primary aim of this framework is clear: to avoid cyber attacks in future by ensuring that critical sector entities are secure, monitored, and adhere to global safe practices. It focuses on sectors vital to national security such as electricity, oil, gas, and transportation, telecommunication, and healthcare. Since breach in these areas could create widespread repercussions across the nation. Now, I'll briefly outline our agenda for today. This session encapsulates the knowledge from the awareness program we recently attended. On day one, we discussed the certification schemes for cybersecurity management systems and the inspection schemes for IT and ICS. These schemes are intended to assess the security measures of critical sector entities in their digital and control system. Day 2 centered on personal certification schemes for cybersecurity professionals. These initiatives are designed to standardize the skills and credibility for individuals operating in the cyber field because secure systems rely on skilled expertise. And finally, day 3 focused on accreditation schemes for IT and ICS consultancy organizations, plus accreditation schemes for IT and ICS training bodies. Now we will move forward with day 1. Day 1, we discussed about security management systems and inspection schemes. So let's discuss the initiation of awareness program which focused on cybersecurity management schemes and inspection schemes. These schemes provide a systemic framework for protecting digital infrastructure within organizations. We live in a hyperconnected world where cyber threats are increasing daily. Whether it's a data breach in a bank, a ransomware attack on hospitals, or an assault on power grids. Failure in cybersecurity can disrupt essential services. To encounter these risks, organizations need structured security frameworks, and that's where the Cybersecurity Management System Schemes SCSMS comes in. CSMS offers structured security guidelines assisting industries in detecting, preventing, and mitigating cyber risks. During this presentation, we will explore the significance of cybersecurity management, the key cybersecurity schemes developed by QCI, and how these schemes align with the guidelines established by NCIIPC. Other important aspect of security is conducting regular inspections. These inspections help identify weaknesses across before they can be exploited by hackers. Today, we will examine how cybersecurity schemes and inspection frameworks safeguard critical sectors and analyze real world cyber attack to understand their implications. First, we'll get to know what is CII, Critical Information Infrastructure. Critical information infrastructure includes systems and assets that are so essential that any disruption can have severe consequences for national security, the economy, or public safety. For example, a CII includes banking and financial systems, online transactions, ATMs and stock market, power grids and oil refineries, electricity supply, nuclear plants and fuel pipelines, transportation and telecom networks, railways, air traffic control and mobile networks. A cyber attack on these sectors have the potential to paralyze critical services leading to economic and security crises. For this reason, government worldwide has implemented strict policies to protect CII. To protect CII, the government has established organizations such as QCI and NCIIPC. The QCI serves compliance with security standards across various industries, ensuring that companies adapt cybersecurity best practices. On other hand, NCIIPC is India's primary agency for protecting CII. It identifies risks, monitors cyber threat, and assists industries in securing their infrastructure. Together, these organizations work to ensure that India's digital backbone remains resilient across cyber threats. Now we move forward with cybersecurity management schemes. Cybersecurity management scheme presents a set of standardized frameworks meticulously designed to aid organizations in establishing, implementing, and maintaining a secure digital environment. These schemes offers a comprehensive set of structured guidelines that facilitates the development and enforcement of cybersecurity policies. Their primary focus is to ensure effective risk mitigation, compliance with relevant regulations, and robust incident response planning. The importance of these schemes have grown exponentially as cybersecurity now transcends mere IT concerns and influences all facets of an organization. Whether for a small business, a multinational corporation, or a government agency, the fallout from cybersecurity failures can lead to substantial financial losses, extensive reputational damages, and serious legal consequences. The ramifications are not just technical but can also affect shareholders' trust and operational integrity. A well structured cybersecurity management scheme provides several critical benefits, including risk identification and mitigation. Organizations are empowered to identify and address vulnerability within their systems proactively. This involves conducting regular risk assessment, penetration testing, and implementing security controls that minimize potential threats. Regulatory compliance. These frameworks help organizations navigate the complex landscapes of national and international cybersecurity laws and regulations. Compliance is not just about avoiding penalties, it fosters a culture of accountability and trustworthiness among stakeholders. Data protection, a robust scheme establishes mechanisms to prevent unauthorized access and protect sensitive information from cyber attack. This includes implementing encryption, data access, and data loss prevention strategies that secure both stored and transmitted data. Lastly, is operational continuity. By reducing downfall caused by cybersecurity breaches, or- organizations can ensure uninterrupted services delivery and maintain business operations effective. Incidents response plan and disaster recovery strategies are integral to minimize the impact of incidents on overall business continuity. Moreover, these cybersecurity management schemes contribute to build a resilient defense system against evolving cyber threats while aligning with global best practices. As we delve deeper into cybersecurity management, it is essential to explore the various levels of schemes and their associated frameworks. Understanding the hierarchy and specific components can further equip organizations to forfeit their defense against an increasingly complex threat landscape. Now we move forward to the different levels of schemes developed under QCI framework. These schemes are structured into three levels, each tailored to provide varying degrees of security based on the organization's risk exposure and compliance need. These levels align with the guidelines from the NCIIPC to safeguard critical sectors including banking, telecommunication, energy, and healthcare. Level 1 is the basic technical criteria. This CMS Level 1 scheme is a conformity assessment framework designed to enhance cybersecurity in India's critical sector entities. It represents a collaborative initiative between the NCIIPC and QCI. These schemes aim to protect critical information infrastructure, which includes computer systems, networks, applications, and data vital to national security, the economy, public health, and safety. The main objective of these are addressing cyber threats. With the evolution of cyber threats, these are essential risks to power, banking, telecommunication, transportation, healthcare, and government digital services. Building cyber resilience, the framework ensures that CSCs are prepared to withstand and recover from cyber attacks. Legal and recovery compliance, it aligns with the Section 70A of Information Technology Act 2000 and other national security mandates, protecting national infrastructure. Disruptions in critical sectors can serve consequences, making a robust cybersecurity framework essential. Why SCC's Level 1 is critical? Ensuring cybersecurity resilience protects essential national functions from cyber threats. Standardized security control provides a unified framework across all critical sectors. Regulatory and legal compliance aligns with the government mandates and IT laws. Multi stakeholder collaboration developed through extensive consultation with industry experts. Strengthening national security and economy prevents financial losses and disruptions to essential services. Next is the level 2, which is the supplementary technical criteria. The CSMS Level 2 schemes provide supplementary technical criteria to ensure cybersecurity compliance for SCCs. It focuses on preventing cyber threats, strengthening national security, and enhancing cyber resilience in sectors such as power, finance, telecommunication, healthcare, and transportation. Why CSMS level 2 matters? Protects national security, prevents cyber attacks on vital infrastructures, enhance secure cyber resilience, strengthens response mechanism in power, banking, telecommunication, and public services. Regulatory compliance aligns with India's cybersecurity mandates and global best practices. Public safety and economic security ensures continuity of critical services such as banking, healthcare, and transportation. And lastly is the ETC additional technical criteria. Level 3 of cybersecurity management system focuses on advanced cybersecurity measures for industrial sectors, control system in the power sector. It essentially focuses on sectors which require heavy cyber he- which requires heavy amount of protection such as the power sector. Key features: protects critical power information in infrastructure from cyber threats, ensures security of ICS used in power generation and distribution, ensures compliance with national and global cybersecurity standards, strengthens cyber resilience and risk management in power sectors. Why it matters? Prevents cyber attacks that can disrupt the national power supply, ensures secure operation of industrial and energy infrastructure, aligns with global best practices for cybersecurity in critical sectors. Next, we move on to why cybersecurity management schemes matters. The growing number of cyber attacks highlights the need for structured security framework. Cybersecurity schemes help by protecting national assets from cyber attacks, ensuring compliance with security laws, improving resilience against evolving threats. Without cybersecurity measures, organizations remain vulnerable to devastating attacks. These schemes play a critical role in ensuring that an organization's digital infrastructure remains secure. Here are three key reasons why cybersecurity management schemes are essential. Systemic approach. A cybersecurity management system scheme provides a structured and organized approach to cybersecurity. Instead of dealing with security issues randomly or reactively, organizations follow a well defined framework that helps them identify potential threats before they can cause harm, implement security control in a logical and effective manner, monitor and update security measures regularly to stay ahead of evolving cyber threats. Next is risk reduction. One of the most critical aspects of cybersecurity management system scheme is risk reduction. By following these schemes, organizations can proactively detect vulnerability in IT systems, networks, and software before they can be exploited by cyber criminals. Implement security measures such as multi factor authorization, encryption, and intrusion detection to mitigate potential risk. Reduce financial and reputational damage caused by cyber attacks such as data breach or ransomware incidents. Lastly, is data protection. With the increasing number of cyber attacks, data protection has become a top priority for organizations. Cybersecurity management system schemes help organizations protect sensitive and confidential information from threats such as unauthorized access, data breach, ransomware, and malware attacks that can compromise or destroy critical sectors. These schemes establish data security best practices such as encryption protocols, secure access control, and data backup strategies, ensuring that sensitive information remains confidential, available, and secure. Two important examples for why CSMS matters are the SolarWinds attack 2020. This was a major supply chain attack Hackers compromised a widely used IT monitoring software, SolarWinds Orion, which was used by government agencies and Fortune 500 companies. The breach went undetected for months. If has been a robust cybersecurity management system in place, especially regular supply chain audits and stricter third party access control, this could have been detected earlier or even prevented. So it shows why inspection and layered security policies matter. Next is the AIIMS ransomware attack in India 2022. India's top medical institute was hit by a ransomware attack that crippled its digital services, affecting patient care and access to records. This exposed how critical healthcare infrastructure can be affected if cybersecurity frameworks are not proactively applied. A CSMS aligned with critical information infrastructure protection would have included data backup routines, access control measures, and regular cyber hygiene practices, all of which could have limited the damage or recovery time. Next, we move to the introduction of inspection schemes of IT and ICS. A critical element of an effective cybersecurity management scheme is the implementation of inspection schemes. Such schemes ensures that cybersecurity protocols are applied and help identify potential vulnerability within an organization system. Information inspection schemes for IT, information technology. These schemes primarily concentrate on the evaluation of information technology infrastructure encompassing the hardware, software, and systems that underpin an organization's digital operations. Inspections may involve assessing network security, data protection measures, firewall configuration, and compliance with the standards such as ISO 27001. Inspection schemes for ICS, Industrial Control Systems. Industrial control systems pertain to the networks and systems that maintain industrial processes, including those found in manufacturing facilities, power generating plants, and utilities. Inspection schemes in these domains focus on securing safe operational practices and mitigating risks associated with cyber threats that may jeopardize critical infrastructure. These inspection schemes are essential for identifying vulnerability within both IT and ICS environments, thereby ensuring a robust protection against the ever evolving landscape of cyber threats. Next, we move to rules of inspection in cybersecurity. Cybersecurity inspections are comprehensive and systemic evaluation that examines an organization's adherence to a variety of cybersecurity frameworks and standards. These inspections are vital for safeguarding critical infrastructure, ensuring that they remain secure and resilient in the face of ever evolving cyber threats. The guideline that governs these inspections, drawn upon multiple recognized frameworks, including the ISO standards, NCIIPC guidelines, and the QCI cybersecurity management system schemes. Key components of cybersecurity inspections are regulatory compliance. These component ensures that an organization aligns its cybersecurity practices with both national and international standards. It involves accessing policies, procedures, and control to verify they might legal and regulatory requirements. Next is risk-based approach. By focusing on areas of high vulnerability, this approach aims to minimize potential cyber attacks. it involves identifying critical assets and evaluating the specific risk they face, allowing organizations to prioritize their defense effectively. Technical and policy audit. These audits evaluate the implementation of security control and whether organizational policies are being followed. They assess technical safeguards such as firewall and intrusive detection systems and review internal policies to ensure they are robust and reinforced. Next is incident response readiness. These components assess an organization's capability to detect, respond to, and recover from cybersecurity incidents. It examines the effectiveness of incident response plan, the training of response team, and the availability of resources needed to mitigate damage. Next is continuous monitoring and update. To remain effective against new and emerging threats, security measures must be dynamic and adaptable. Continuous monitoring involves regular reviewing and updating security policies and controls, ensuring organizations can respond swiftly to vulnerability and incidents. Overall, cybersecurity inspection plays a critical role in an organization's security by identifying weaknesses and enhancing proactive measures. These inspections are instrumental in preventing large scale disruptions and maintaining the integrity of vital systems. Next, we move to how inspections benefit organizations. Cybersecurity inspections offers numerous strategic advantages to organizations operating within critical sectors. By by committing to regular inspection, organizations can achieve the following key benefits: reduce security risks. Conducting thorough inspection allows organizations to proactively identify and eliminate vulnerabilities in their security before they can be exploited by malicious actors. These process includes assessing network architecture, evaluating software security, and implementing robust firewall measures. By prioritizing security, organizations can ensure the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of their data, significantly reducing the likelihood of cyber attacks. Next is strengthen compliance and avoid penalty. In an era where regulatory requirements are increasing, aligning with frameworks such as NCIIPC, QCI, ISO 27001, and various national cybersecurity policies is essential. Regular inspection can help organizations stay compliant with their regulations, thereby avoiding a legal consequence and substantial financial penalties associated with non-compliance. These commitment to address not only protects organizations from penalties but also enhances their credibility in marketplace. Next is improve incidents detection and response. Through regular cybersecurity inspections, organizations can develop a refined structure response strategy to counteract potential cyber security threats effectively. This includes establishing clear protocols for identifying and mitigating risks associated with ransomware, phishing attacks, and data breach. By enhancing their incident response plans, organizations can minimize the impact of these threats and ensure a swift recovery process, protecting both these assets and their stakeholders. Enhance reputation and customer trust. Demonstrating a strong commitment to cybersecurity is critical for building public confidence. Organizations that prioritize and invest in robust security measures not only safeguard their own data but also enhance their reputation among clients and customers. This is particularly vital for companies that handle sensitive personal and financial information. When stakeholders see that an organization is serious about cybersecurity, it cultivates greater trust and loyalty, which can become a significant competitive advantage in today's digital landscape. By investing in regular inspection, organizations do more than just protect themselves from current and emerging threats. They also position themselves favorably in an ever evolving digital environment, ultimately gaining a strong foothold in their. Next, we move towards the case studies of cyber attacks. To understand why cyber inspections are important, we should look at real life cyber attacks that have serious consequences. The first is the Mumbai power grid attack, which happened in 2020. In October 2020, Mumbai experienced a significant electricity blackout that impacted millions of residents and businesses. The outage, which lasted several hours, disrupted essential services, including public transport and healthcare facilities. Investigations later indicated that this incident might have been linked to a cyber attack originated from a foreign group potentially targeting India's critical infrastructure. Although the specific source of the attack was never officially confirmed, it raised urgent questions about the vulnerability of critical services management system and underscored the necessity of rigorous inspections and protective measures within critical infrastructure sectors, especially power grid. These events serve as a cautionary tale regarding the imperative for enhanced cybersecurity protocols to quickly identify and respond to emerging threats. Next is one of the known cases, the colonial pipeline attack, which happened in May 2021. The colonial pipeline, which is the greatest fuel pipeline in US, suffered a devastating ransomware attack orchestrated by a hacker group known as DarkSide. The attackers gained access to the pipeline system by exploiting a compromised password and circumventing the use of multi-factor authorization. As a result, the company was forced to halt operations temporarily, leading to widespread fuel shortage and panic buying in several states. This incident drastically illustrates how even a relatively minor cybersecurity breach could have catastrophic effects on national infrastructure and supply chain. The colonial pipeline attack emphasized the critical importance of implementing robust cybersecurity management systems and conducting proactive inspections to ensure that all services are for- fortified against potential exploitation. Next is the WannaCry, which happened in 2017. The WannaCry ransomware attack, which occurred in May 2017, inflicted damage on over 200,000 computers across more than 150 countries, demonstrating the global nature of cyber threats. The attack primarily targeted Windows system that was running outdated versions, exploiting a vulnerability linked to a leakage of NSA exploit known as Eternal Blue. The significant organization includes the UK's Health Services NHS, where several affected results in the cancellation of surgeries and disruptions to emergency services. The widespread chaos caused by WannaCry highlighted the urgent need for regular system patching, employee awareness training, and continuous monitoring, essential components of an effective cybersecurity management. This incident serves as a wake up call for organizations worldwide regarding the necessity of strengthening cybersecurity measures to safeguard against similar cyber attacks in future. Overall, these events show that thorough cybersecurity inspection could have helped lessen the risk and impact of these attacks by enforcing stricter security measures and carrying out detailed risk assessment. Next, we move to the role of inspection in preventing attacks. Based on the analysis of recent case studies, it becomes evident that cybersecurity inspections can play a pivotal role in not only preventing cyber attacks but also in minimizing their consequences. Below are some of the critical advantages that these inspections offer. Early threat detection. Regular cybersecurity inspection serves as a proactive measure to identify vulnerability within an organization's infrastructure before malicious actors can exploit them. By conducting thorough assessment, organizations can pinpoint weaknesses in their systems, applications, and network configurations. Implementing frequent audit ensures that any discovery in security gaps can be addressed, patched promptly, thereby reducing the attack surface and enhancing overall security posture. Next is strengthening incident response. Organizations that adapt structured cybersecurity management systems and maintain rigorous inspection frameworks are typically better equipped to respond swiftly to emerging threats. A well developed incident response plan, bolstered by regular inspections, enables teams to detect and contain incidents more effectively. These rapid response capability can enhance reducing both operational downfall and financial repercussions commonly associated with cyber attacks, ultimately preventing both reputational and resource losses. Regulatory compliance and risk mitigation. Ensuring compliance with cybersecurity standards and regulations related to CII protection is essential for organizations operating in regulated sectors. Cybersecurity inspection helps organizations adhere to these legal obligations, thereby minimize the risk associated with non-compliance such as hefty fines and legal penalties. Additionally, a robust inspection process can mitigate the potential of national state attacks and instance of cyber terrorism, forecasting a safer digital environment for all. By implementing structured inspection schemes aligned with frameworks such as those established by QCI, NCIIPC, and various ISO standards, organizations can significantly fortify their defenses. These proactive measures not only help in identifying and addressing vulnerabilities but also empower organizations to take informed steps towards mitigation, ensuring a resilient cybersecurity strategy in today's evolving threat landscape. Strengthening cybersecurity through audits and compliance. This slide delves into the critical role of cybersecurity audits and compliance in establishing and maintaining robust security measures within organizations. Cybersecurity audit serves as a proactive approach to identify vulnerability, assess risk, and ensure that organizations adhere to industry best practices, thereby safeguarding sensitive data and systems. Cybersecurity audits and their importance. Regular cybersecurity audits are essential in detecting weaknesses before they can be exploited by malicious actors. These audits not only evaluate existing security measures but also assess the organization's overall security posture. Internal and external audit. Internal audit focuses on assessing compliance with internal policies and revealing areas for improvement, while external audits provide an independent evaluation helping to ensure a comprehensive risk assessment. Engaging with third party auditors can also enhance credibility and trust among stakeholders. Next is major compliance frameworks and standards. Organizations must align their cybersecurity efforts with established compliance frameworks to manage risk effectively. ISO/IEC 27001. This international standard outlines the requirement for establishing, implementing, maintaining, and continuous improvement on information security management system ISMS. It helps organizations systematically manage sensitive data and ensure its confidentiality, integrity, and availability. NIST Cybersecurity Framework, developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, this framework provides a set of best practices for organizations to identify, protect against, detect, respond to, and recover from cyber incidents. Its flexible structure allows organizations to tailor it accordingly to their specific needs. CERTIN guidelines. As the Indian Computer Emergency Response Team (CERTIN) provides a regulatory framework that sets the benchmark for cybersecurity compliance in India. These guidelines include Directive for Incident Management, Security Control and Awareness programs tailored to the Indian cyber landscape. Best practices for ensuring compliance. To maintain compliance and enhance security measures, organizations should adopt several best practices: periodic security assessment and penetration testing. Regular assessment helps identify vulnerability that may arise due to changes in threat landscape or IT environment. Conducting penetration testing simulate attacks to evaluate the effectiveness of security protocol. Employee awareness and training program. Employees are often the first line of defense against cyber threats. Comprehensive training programs that educate staff about cybersecurity risk, phishing attacks, and secure practices can significantly reduce human error. Implementing security patches and update proactively. Staying up to date with the latest security patches and software update is crucial in mitigating risk. Organizations should establish a regular maintenance schedule to apply, update, and monitor for vulnerability continuously. By focusing on these aspects, organizations can forecast a culture of cybersecurity awareness and resilience, ultimately leading to a more secure operational environment. Next, we move to the day two of the session, which was personal certification schemes for cybersecurity professionals. The certification framework is designed to assess and validate the competency of individuals working in various cybersecurity domains. As cyber threats become increasingly sophisticated, it is essential to develop and maintain a highly skilled workplace capable of safeguarding critical information infrastructure, and ensuring the resilience of our systems. These frameworks have been created under the guidelines of QCI and NCIIPC, aligned with the national priorities to enhance cyber defense capabilities. First is the importance of personal certification in cybersecurity. This significance of personal certification in cybersecurity is immense. In an industry characterized by rapid technology advancement and an evolving threat landscape, professional certifications establish a standard for skills and knowledge. These certifications provide credibility, facilitate structured career progress, and assures organizations and regulatory bodies that certified individual meets established standards. Additionally, certifications act as a bridge between academic knowledge and industry demands, aligning individuals' competency with current and emerging job roles in cybersecurity. Next are the objective of certification schemes. The cybersecurity certification schemes aims to strengthen cybersecurity ecosystem in India and beyond through several key objectives. First is standardization of skills. These schemes enhance a benchmark for cybersecurity knowledge and skills, ensuring consistency across industries. A clear certification process eliminates discrepancy in competency levels and among professionals. Skill mapping to job roles. The certification framework aligns skills, experience, and responsibility with specific job roles. It caters to individuals at various stages of their career, from basic certification focusing on foundational skills to advanced certification assessing strategic knowledge for enterprises securities. Continuous professional development. Cybersecurity is continuously evolving, and these schemes promote lifelong learning by requiring professionals to regularly update their skills to retain certifications, ensuring that remain competitive. Recognized at multiple levels, these certifications acknowledge various expertise levels, helping individuals progress at their own pace and enabling organizations to identify suitable talent for specific roles. Next is enhanced employability. These certification enhance employability prospects by validating skills. Organizations prefer certified candidates, and high level certifications can lead to well paid leadership positions. Lastly, is national and international credibility. These schemes provide national and global recognitions for certified professionals, aligning with best practices and allowing access to roles and projects worldwide. Next is the certification levels and criteria. The certification program is structured in four distinct types of expertise. First is the basic, designed for individuals with minimum experience or those newly to cybersecurity. These level covers foundational principles and general awareness of the field. Foundational, aimed at entry level professionals who already have a basic understanding and skill necessary for implementing security control. Advanced, intended for professionals with several years of experience who focused on managing security functions, conducting audits, and responding to incidents. Lastly, is master. The highest level, this tie is for subject matter experts, senior consultants, architectures, or professionals involved in designing and leading complex cybersecurity strategies. Each level is associated with specific job roles, required competency, and expected performance outcome and responsibilities. Capability areas or scope of certification. Let's take a closer look at the cybersecurity capabilities areas. These certification schemes focuses on. These areas define the scope of certification and help categorize cybersecurity roles within the ecosystem. Some of them are cyber defense, governance, risk and compliance, security operations, network security administration, system security administration, application and data security administration, security support services, cybersecurity performance management, cyber vulnerability threat and risk management, cyber forensics and investigation, technology and system security architecture, secure software development, application security testing, security product testing, and lastly is cyber education, training, and awareness. These certification framework consist of four distinct levels: basic, foundational, advanced, and master. Each level reflects on increasing degree of skill, responsibility, and specialization in cybersecurity. For instance, let's consider the role of network security analyst. At the basic level, individual learns core concepts of network protocols, basic threat detection, and simple firewall configurations. Progressing to the foundational level, professionals gain practical experience with intrusion detection system, security incidents response, and policy implementations. At the advanced level, analysts manage enterprises wide network security, lead incidents response teams, and conduct threat modeling exercises. And finally, at the master level, they assume strategic roles such as designing complex security architecture, leading cybersecurity initiatives, and advise on national level security framework. This structured approach enables individuals to develop their career with continuous enhancing their skills. It also allows organizations to confidently employ certified professionals at every level of responsibility. Next is assessment criteria and methodology. The assessment process is designed to evaluate both theoretical knowledge and practical application. It includes the following component: written examinations. These feature multiple choice questions that test core concepts. Scenario based questions. These are case studies simulating real life situations to assess problem solving skills. Interviews or vivas conducted at higher level, especially at the advanced and master level, to evaluate deep understanding and application. Portfolio evaluation, where applicable, these involves reviewing documentation of past work, audits, or projects. These multifaceted approach ensures that certification is not merely academic but firmly rooted in actual job performance and decision making abilities. Next is bodies involved in implementation. Several institutional bodies are involved in implementing such certification schemes. The certification bodies, these organizations are responsible for conducting assessments and issuing certifications. Accreditation bodies, as an example, is the NABCB, National Accreditation Body of for Certification, National Accreditation Board for Certification Bodies under the QCI. These bodies ensure that CBs operate fairly and consistently. Scheme holders, entities such as QCI and National Critical Information Introduction Protection Center NCIIPC develop a update and certification framework. Training providers, these organizations are approved to offer preparatory programs through training is not mandatory. This collaborative government structure ensures transparency, quality control, and continuous improvement in certification ecosystem. Next is benefit of certification for both professionals and organizations. These certification frameworks offers mutual benefit for both individuals and employers. For professionals, structured career development, increased marketability and employability, recognition of prior learning and experience, access to specialized job roles and higher compensations. For organizations, reliability, validation of employee competency, reduced risk exposure through skilled staff, improved compliance with regulatory requirement, enhanced organizational resilience and trustworthiness. Certified professionals become valuable assets in reducing cyber vulnerability and establishing a secure operational environment. So, the key takeaways are we explored the rationality, strategy, and structural importance of personal certification in cybersecurity. We examined a tied approach to certification across core capability areas, the methodology of assessment, and ecosystem of bodies ensuring transparency and quality. Next, we move to the last day of the training program, which was the accreditation schemes for IT and IC consultancy organizations and training body. Accreditation is formally recognition granted to organizations, not individuals, confirming that they meet established standards of competency, impartiality, and performance. In the cybersecurity sector, this means ensuring that consultancy bodies and training institutions are qualified, capable, and aligned with national cybersecurity priorities. The role of accreditation body is vital in establishing trust, ensuring consistency in service delivery, and maintaining accountability in a consistently evolving digital landscape. Firstly, we see why accreditation matters. Accreditation schemes matters for several key reasons. Trust and assurance. It signals to clients and stakeholders that the accredited body follows standard processes and meets high quality benchmark. Standardized across the sector, it promotes consistent delivery of cybersecurity services across regions and organizations. Competency validation. Accreditation verification verifies that the organization employs competent professionals and follows ethical practices. Continuous improvement. Accreditation bodies are subject to regular evaluation and update, ensuring that they remain current with global and national cybersecurity standards. For instance, an accredited cybersecurity consultancy firm instills more confidence among government departments or critical infrastructure operators compared to a non accredited one. Next, we move towards the consultancy accreditation schemes overview. Let's look at consultancy accreditation schemes. These are frameworks designed to evaluate and accredit consultant organizations that offer cybersecurity services such as audits, assessments, incident response, risk analysis, and compliance advisory. The goal is to ensure that consultancy firms employ certified officials, follow standardized methodology, maintain strong data governance, and commit to ethical and legal standards such as accreditation enable organizations seeking consultancy to confidently identify reliable and capable partners. Next are the key parameters for consultancy. The accreditation of consultancy bodies is based on a defined set of parameters. Organizational structure, ensuring an effective hierarchy and role clarity, resource competency, having certified and qualified professional on board, infrastructure readiness, secure systems, up-to-date tools and data protection practices, project management methodology, followed structured, repeatable models like ALGI, DevSecOps, etc. Past performance and experiences, demonstrated abilities to handle cybersecurity challenges effectively, compliance and ethics, aligned with legal, regulatory, and ethical standards. For example, a consultancy firm wanting to work with a national bank will be evaluated based on their parameters before gaining accreditation. Next, we move to training body accreditation schemes. These schemes focus on accrediting institutions that develop cybersecurity trainings. The objective is to validate that the training contain delivery methods, faculty qualification and assessment practices meet industry and national standards. Such institutions must show they offer mapped and modular training aligned to recognized frameworks like NICE and NCIIPC, employ experienced and certified trainers, provide continuous learning assessment and feedback, maintain updated content reflecting real world cybersecurity issues. These guarantees that certified professionals from these institutes are employable and ready to contribute effectively. Next are the criteria for accreditation of training bodies. The criteria used to evaluate training bodies include curriculum designed, mapped to national and international frameworks, faculty competency, minimum qualification, certification, and training experience needed, learning infrastructure, availability of labs, simulations, and virtual environments, assessment and certification, structured testing, practical exams and feedback mechanism, learner outcomes and feedback, placement support, industry collaboration, and alumni success. For instance, a training center offering course in secure software development must not only cover OWASP standards but also provide hands-on practice through code audits and vulnerability testing labs. Next is linkage with other schemes. It is important to understand that the accreditation scheme do not exist in isolation. They are linked with other national schemes such as the National Skills Certification Framework NSQP, Quality Council of India Standards QCI standards, sector skill councils like NASSCOM, FSCC, and cybersecurity standards for CERDN and QCIPC. These integrated ecosystem ensures interoperability, alignment of qualification, and seamless transition between certification, training, and practical applications. Next, we move to the benefits of sectorial ecosystem. The collaborative benefits of accreditation is felt across the entire cybersecurity ecosystem. For government, assurance of quality and capability in consulting and training partners. For industries, availability of competent partners and workforce. For professionals, recognition of training quality and career mobility. For academia, benchmarking and collaboration with industries. Accreditation leads to sector-wide upliftment, making India's cybersecurity workforce future-ready and globally competitive. And lastly, we move towards monitoring and continuous evaluation. Now let's focus on one of the most critical components of of any accreditation scheme, monitoring and continuous evaluation. This is not just a formality, it's a structured and dynamic process that ensures the relevance, quality and integrity of consultancy and training accreditation system over time. First is the regular audits. Accreditation consultancy and training bodies must undergo periodic audit conducts by the aggregated accreditation authorities, often QCI or NABET. These audits assess whether the organization continue to meet the required standards, maintaining documentation compliance with code of conduct and keep the service delivery consistent. For example, if a cybersecurity consultancy was accredited in 2022 and audit in 2024 would verify if they are updated with their methodologies according to evolving cybersecurity threats. Next is performance review. This evaluates how the consultancy or training body is performing against the uh, KPIs or key performance indicators set during their accreditation. These KPIs could include client satisfaction, success rates of trainees in certification exams, response time in consultations, and quality of deliverability. Performance data helps identify excellence and also detect red flags that needs intervention. Next is stakeholders feedback. Stakeholders feedback is equally crucial. Accreditation isn't just about ticking box, it's also about reflecting the real world effectiveness of a service. Feedback is collected from clients, learners, regulatory bodies, and even peers. For instance, if a training provider receives repetitively negative feedback on outdated content, course content, the accreditation body can demand correction actions or even suspend the accreditation temporarily. And finally, we have scheme updates. The digital and regulatory landscape evolves fast, especially in fields like cybersecurity or environmental compliance. So, accreditation schemes themselves need to stay current. This means that the body oversees the schemes must regularly review and revisit the scheme's parameters, integrating new global standards, sectorial shifts, or policy changes. For example, with rising focus on ESG, and green compliance, accreditation schemes may now include requirement for sustainability expertise. In short, monitoring and continuous evaluation is not a break-in process. It's a living, breathing system that maintains trust and relevance across the ecosystem. So, in conclusion, we have fully explored the three foundational pillars of conformity assessment framework: management system, personal certification, and accreditation. Together, these components create a robust, cohesive strategies for safeguarding